Luke 14:7. And he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he marked how they chose out the chief rooms, saying unto them, and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and shalom to the Akium, Aquathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Yahweh Shai teaches humility. Luke 14:7. And he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he marked how they chose out the chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. So we're supposed to humble ourselves and keep ourselves in check, basically, and not get high-minded or big-headed in this truth, man. You know, and you see a lot of that coming from different camps. I'm not going to say any camps, but there's some people out there that think that they're the only way to the kingdom of heaven, man. But from what the scriptures tell me, that Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is the only way to the kingdom, man. Not a camp, okay? Not a man that says you got to work out your own salvation. This isn't about going and putting yourself under the wing of another man and saying that this man can save you. Okay, so we need to learn humility. We need to learn how to humble ourselves in this truth, regardless of how many views we get, how many subscribers we get. Okay, we can't allow that to manipulate us into believing that we're somebody, and we may be no one, okay, according to the Holy Scriptures. All right, because you're going to have some people out here that think that they're going to have a certain position in the kingdom because they got thousands of views and thousands of subscribers. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, verse 9. And he that bade thee, and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and now begin with shame. Okay, because when you go into the 11th hour Israelites, you're going to have a lot of the elect. You're going to have a lot of the 144,000 come out of the 11th hour Israelites that are going to come in at the last because of the things that are getting ready to take place on the earth. A lot of our people are going to wake up. That mass awakening is definitely coming. So we need to humble ourselves and understand that we might just be here to wake those people up. Okay, you know, we like the scriptures say about the sower that came to sow the seed. Man, it got sown on rocks, dry ground. You see, it never took root. Even though you think that you may be in this truth, you might be a part of those seeds that were sown, man, that didn't take root. Okay, you know. And the 11th hour may come in, and you, when all this hell starts breaking loose, you may fold up like tin foil, man. You know, you see, you may be being deceived. You may be deceiving yourselves and thinking that you're somebody because you have views, because you have subscribers. You see, so you have to be careful because the Most High said that He is going to choose your delusions. All right, verse 10. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room. Okay, humble yourselves, learn humility, regardless of what status you think you have on this side. Okay, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Okay, I'm going to give you a different position, man, because you showed that you can be humble. You showed that a king has to be humble, man. Okay, and a priest has to be humble. Okay, so they learn how to understand what those people that are lower are dealing with, man. are going through. You see, we have to understand we come from a low place, man. You know what I'm saying? In this captivity, we have to understand that we have when we start dealing with our own people, we know that they're in a low place just like we are. you know, and being as though we understand what the Holy Scriptures talk about as far as us being a part of the elect, the hopeful elect, we really have to understand that our people, a lot of them aren't going to really, they're not going to get it. And like I said, the 11th hour, they're not going to get it until the Most High starts showing them, that the prophets that have been out on the street were right all this time. And when they come in, we're going to have to humble ourselves, okay, and accept them, man. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be scared and they're going to be confused. You see? So we have to continue in that humility, man. Okay. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased. So when you exalt yourself in this truth, because of your viewers and your subscribers and your views, you exalt yourself and think that you're somebody that you're not, man. The Most High is going to abase you. He's gonna put you in your place, man. And he that humble himself shall be exalted. You see. So there's a lot of there's brothers in this truth, man, and all in different camps. I'm not going to say just one single or mention any name, but I'm just saying in many camps, you know, they exalt themselves, man, and then you got the brothers out there that humble themselves, that aren't getting a lot of views, that don't have a shitload of subscribers, you know. Those are the men that are going to be exalted, man. Okay, you see. When you can tell somebody that you having issues, when you can tell somebody that you're not doing well, when you can tell somebody that you need help, you're humbling yourself, man. One good example of that is the brother Yahweh the Maccabees, man. You know, and I listened to that brother, and I wish I had the money to help that man. You know, I really do, because he's humbled. He's humbled himself in his truth, man. You know, but then you got other people out there that are telling you that he's not a teacher, he's not a man of the Lord, he's a demon, and all that other shit. Exalting themselves, man. You know, and that's not what we're here for, man. You see, that's really not what we're here for, man. Then said he also to him that bade him, when thou makest a dinner or a supper, call not thy friends, nor thy brethren, neither thy kinsmen, nor the rich neighbors, that they also bid thee again, and a recompense be made to thee. But when thou makest a fast or a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind. Okay? You see? The poor, the lame, the blind. Okay? Why the scriptures say, he who has an ear, let him hear, man. Because our people, man, they don't really, they have eyes, but they don't see. They can't see, they don't perceive. And they have ears, but they hear not, man. Because one thing is they have been manipulated by the wine of America. You see, so they're not going to understand that. They're not going to understand. That's why we have to be humble in this thing and deal with these people as such. And thou shalt be blessed, for they cannot recompense thee, for thou shalt be recompensed at the resurrection of the just. Okay, and we are the just. And when one of them that sat at meat, so they sat down to dinner with Yahushua, with him heard these things, and he said unto him, blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of heaven. That's right. And blessed is he that the humble, man, the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay? Not the proud, not those that are boasting of themselves. All right? Then said he unto him, okay, this is Yahushua speaking to the man, a certain man made a great supper Okay. And bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are ready now. Okay, what things, man? The kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is ready, man. You can see the end of Esau's kingdom. So the kingdom of heaven, that table that is being set, okay, there's a table being set up, okay, right in the face of these Edomites, man. Okay, there's a feast, a great feast being set up right in front of these heathens in these Edomite spaces, man. By who? By Yahweh Shai. You see? Okay, and we're being bidden to this feast, man. Through what? Through the Holy Scriptures. All right, and they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee have me excused. And these are some of the excuses brothers make, man. You know, you got a lot of brothers out here that haven't counted the cost. They haven't uh, considered in building this tower. Okay, the cost of building this tower, the cost of going to this feast that was made. Okay, they haven't considered all these things, man. You know that they may die in this truth at the hands of their enemies, the so-called white man or Esau, Edom. Okay, you see. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excuse. Verse 20. And another said, I have married a wife, therefore I cannot come. Okay? We all talk about our women getting on their nerves, they're needy as hell. They don't want us to be away from home or having time with the brothers, you know. Yeah, brother, I can't come down this weekend, cause that's these women, man, these days, man. Jealous, they're envious, you know. They got demons on them and shit. You see? So we can't, and they said that in these days you're gonna have to be like you don't have a wife, you know. Because a lot of even though our wives are with us and here doing the same thing, trying to live according to the Holy Scriptures, man, a lot of them may not make it, man. We just have to understand that they might not make it. Okay, so that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, "Go out quickly into the streets and lanes, okay, the highways and the byways and the hedges." All right, that's where we're supposed to be teaching at. Okay, you see, go out quickly into the streets and the lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the and the halt and the blind. Okay, okay, those lost sheep, man, of the house of Israel. Go out and find those people. You see, and that's part of that humility, man. Being out there, embarrassing ourselves, you know, with what they say we have on dresses, we got on our shower curtains, you know, we got on our fucking drapes, our tablecloth, you know. You see, we're supposed to go out there and bid all of our people through the Holy Scriptures to this supper, man. That's coming. Okay. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast. I have. It is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and the hedges, and compel them to come in. Okay. You see. Luke 14:21. Salakia. Luke 14:24. Okay. It said, and the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. So this is us. We're out on the highways and the hedges, man. Okay, humbling ourselves to bring the good news, man, the gospel. Okay, The understanding of that new covenant that's being teach, man. That there is a new covenant that was established through the death of the testator, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? That has to be understood, man. The Lord did not do away with Israel. And a lot of our people say that, man. Okay? The book of Malachi telling you that. When has God loved us, man? You know? Why, if God loved us, if Yahweh loved us so much, why are we going through all of this shit? Why are we poor? Why are we maimed? Okay? Why are we blind to what's going on, man? Why are we hypnotized by America? You know? If God loved us so much. But that's why the prophets are out on the highways and the hedges teaching, man, to let you know that he hasn't done away with it, that he only loved Israel. Okay? Verse 24, for I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Okay? Because so you have a lot of Israelites out here, and I'm not going to mention any groups. We all know who they are. You know, you see, I could just mention a few simple details, just like the characteristics of Esau explain exactly who the hell he is, man, and we can see that man today through the characteristics. So the characteristics of Israelites, okay, that shall not be bidden, are those that are eating abominable foods and celebrating a day that they say is another day. I'm not even going to say what they said. Okay, but they use the name of the Hamashiach, okay? You see? But they're eating abominable foods. Then you got others that are out here distorting the scriptures, you know, boasting of themselves, you know what I mean? Not being humble, man, you know? They don't teach that what the RFID microchip is, that it's the mark of the beast. You see? They don't teach the name. They change the name, you know? They say that certain books are not a part of the Holy Scriptures. Okay, the Book of Hebrews ain't in it. See, you can't. These are men that are boasting of themselves, man. You know, these are men that don't want to humble themselves and say what the truth is because they're, you know what I mean? Their pride. You see. And there were great multitudes with him, and they turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisterin, yea, his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So we're not talking literally hating them. We're talking about we have to seek the kingdom of heaven first, man. Okay? That needy ass wife, you know what I'm saying? We got to seek the kingdom. We got to go to camp. We got to go out on the highways and byways, regardless of what the hell she says. You know? We got to do our midweeks. We got to do our sit downs, which I've been lacking on, but I'm going to get back into. And sitting here doing a couple of lessons that I'm going to be bringing out over the next week or so. I'm doing multiple ones, man, so I can just bring them out, even if I'm at work, you know. But these brothers that are out here not humbling themselves, man, they're not gonna be. They're not disciples of Yahweh Shai, man, Hamashiach. They're not disciples of him, you know. Salakia, y'all. I'm gonna have to tell my wife. Hey, let me call you right back. I'm doing a lesson. Okay. Just what I just said. I'm doing a lesson. I'm doing a lesson on camera. Yep. You see? So, like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? We can't get caught up in these emotions that all these other people have. You know? They're embarrassed that we're on the street. Why y'all out there doing that? Your mom might say that to you. Your dad, nigga, are you crazy? They gonna lock you up. They gonna kill you. You know, your wife, my family, they think we're crazy. Well, I don't give a fuck what your family thinks. Okay, even though her family, they got a lot of respect for what I do. You know, they seen my videos. You see, they ain't coming into the truth, but you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna carry myself according to what the Holy Scriptures tell me I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be an example. I'm supposed to be a light to these people, man. And I humble myself before these people a lot. You know, you see. That's what we're supposed to do, so that they can understand that there's something better. You know, besides what's going on in America. Come out, the scriptures say, "Come out of her, my people." You see. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. If you don't bear the cross, if you don't go out there and put your life on the line, man, if you don't make your body a living sacrifice, man, you can't be a disciple of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You see? For which of you intended to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Okay? So being, I've been in this for probably going on 8 years now, since 2016. You know, and matter of fact, it was late 2015 when I actually June of 2015. Okay, June of 2015. I got fired from my first nursing job. Don't know why. They just called me one day and told me I didn't have a job no more. Didn't question it. You know what I'm saying? Was angry. Went home. Um, got on the internet. Started surfing and came across some brothers at a park down in D.C. and they were reading some scriptures. I mean, I've read the Bible several times, a couple times before. Was in the church and all that shit. Um, and I was looking for other information, books and things of that nature. A lot of times the pastor or the preacher would tell me, don't worry about those books that were taken out. But I was curious. I wanted to see what they said. But late 2015 June, I got fired. Went home, surfed, saw these brothers in D.C. I actually ended up at the same park. I think it was 2016 with the Philadelphia GMS camp, and the elders, the apostles, all the brothers from New York, Connecticut. A lot of them brothers was down here. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. So yeah, since around 2015, I've been dealing with this. But I got sick in 2016, and all I did was study. That's what all of these. This is what all of my studying when I got sick and wasn't really able to do anything for almost a year, dealing with chemo and all that shit. Um, made my signs and stuff, and not to ramble. Um, but you brothers that have been in this thing, man, for a while, you know, it says, did we count the cost? Okay, you see. I'm going to read that again. Verse 28, for which of you intended to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. Now, when we talking about counting the cost, man, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about the loss of family members, the loss of our wives or our children, mothers and fathers distancing themselves, brothers and sisters distancing themselves from you because they don't understand what you're teaching. Did you consider that cost? Did you consider the cost that you may lose your job? Did you consider the cost that you may lose your life? You know, you may be out on the street and somebody, some demon might try to come up and stab you to death. You know, did you consider all of these things? That when this great persecution starts, when they get ready to start throwing us into concentration camps, did you consider that cost? That they're going to bust your glass window out your back door and kick in your front door at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning and come in your house and either kill you or take you to a concentration camp? Did you consider because a lot of these young men have not considered that these things are a possibility. Okay, verse 29. Less happily after he hath laid the foundation, and the foundation is Yahweh Shai, okay, and is not able to finish it, that behold, it began to mock him. So if you don't have like a lot of, like I said earlier, there's a lot of groups that don't they don't teach the name, or they've changed the name. They don't have that foundation. Okay, the sower came to sow the seed, and they were seeds that were on the dry ground and the rocks. Okay, and the thorns. You see, and the thorns choked it out, man. And did you see that? Behold, it began to mock him. You know, because you have a lot of brothers right now that are being mocked because the truth is no longer in them, man. You see, saying this man began to build and was not able to finish, and that goes along with the 2/3, man. You know, if you're in this truth and you have the 2/3, first they're mocking you, and then they're just looking at you in awe, like, damn, this brother's still at it, he's still going, and then all of a sudden, you know, you start changing the doctrine, you start changing the name, you start not using the name, your foundation is no longer there. So what starts to happen? You know, the people start seeing you for who you really are. You're falling back into the world, man. You're falling, and you're not uh, being able to. You're not able to edify. Okay, you no longer have that light, man. That oil in your lamp. You know, and the people see it. You know, and so they begin to mock you. The truth itself begins to mock you. You know, because you're not teaching it properly. All right. Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first, and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000? Okay? Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, and standeth and embassage, and desireth conditions of peace. Salakia, my glasses are blurring up here. The likewise, whosoever he be of you forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. Salt is good, but if the salt has lost its savor, wherewithal shall it be seasoned? Okay, so if you've had salt, you know you was on fire, but all of a sudden you've changed your ways, man. As far as the holy scriptures are concerned, you're gonna lose that flavor, man. Okay, you see. It is neither fit for the land nor for you for the dunghill, but men cast it out. He that hath ears, let him hear. Okay, and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel, and shalom to the Akium, Akwathium, and the speckled bird. Let's make a learning. Shalom.